Yes. That chat is nonsense. We're not even going to talk about that. What's good, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to Best Damn
What
Media.
do you mean?
Appreciate y'all joining us on this Saturday night. Ron in here clowning, so I'm just going to ignore him. But we got the KJ Bolden commitment.
No,
Want to
so
start with
we're gonna jump right into the chat right now because
No, we're not.
every time we're live, I try to think of an incentive for the chat to like the video. And today I propose that Q would shave his eyebrows on the live if we get 500 likes on this video. And if you check the chat history, after I said that, he responded, facts.
No,
So you
my
heard it
facts
from
was
him.
to Ryan Day's beard talking about how he loses Dylan Stewart. So that's where the facts were coming from. So we're just going to
I'm
ignore
pretty
that
sure
and
you were
move
talking
on.
about different facial hair. I can't wait for you to shave those eyebrows once we hit 500 likes. So make sure y'all run that like button up if you want to see our boy out here with no eyebrows. But what's good, man? We got a huge commitment about to happen here in about 10 minutes. We got Perry Eliana's cousin, KJ Bolden, making his decision. Let me get some thoughts from you, Q. What are you thinking going into this commitment? We've heard so many things about this commitment. He was a Buckeye lock. He was a Georgia lock. Every visit he goes on, he feels like he could commit right there. So, I mean, I kind of honestly have no idea where this one's going to go, especially with Florida State and Auburn making this push here at the end.
Yeah, so most of the crystal balls are favoring Georgia as it's been for a while, and I don't think they've really changed. I mean, but we've heard momentum from different places, and obviously, I think KJ Bolden wants to throw off where he's going a little bit. So, I mean, I got to rock with the crystal balls. I'll be shocked if it's really not Georgia. I know Florida State maybe came in with some NIL at the end. I don't believe it's $2 million. If you got $2 million, go get you like 4 stars and really build your roster. Let's stop playing games. But yeah, man, I would
Not
probably
if you're
rock.
Ohio State. If you have the money to do it, buy him.
I mean,
If you're
I
listening,
guess, but
anyone out
Ohio
there,
State
if you still have his number and you have the money
call him
laying
right
around,
now.
let him know. Ron James said it's completely acceptable to throw $3 million at a safety. So if we got to do it.
If we missed on Caleb Downs last year, so we still had that NIL. We missed on KJ Bolden this year. Man, that 2025 5-star safety, he really gonna get the bag. He's got all that leftover money from those last 2 classes. So who's ever 5-star safety next year, you about to get paid.
The Caleb Downs recruitment was like my first introduction into getting like inside information about recruitments. And I'm on my way to Columbus for the game. We all know how that went. And I'm at Canes. And I'm sitting in the drive-thru, and I get a text from Cam. Caleb Downs is on a private jet on his way to Columbus. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, they're sending a PJ. He's coming up. I'm like, no way. There's no way he's coming. And what do you know? Caleb Downs was in Columbus for the game last year. So, and we thought we had him. We saw so many people say if Caleb Downs ends up in Columbus for the game, he's a Buckeye lock, and we couldn't land him. So if we miss on KJ in this cycle, it'll be 2 heartbreaking losses because, I mean, we saw the photos from his visit. We heard someone said it in one of our group chats. Official visits usually aren't public speaking events. When they grab the mic, they usually have something important to say. We saw the pictures with the microphone in his hand, but things aren't looking great for the Buckeyes right now, man.
Yeah, and that's kind of why obviously we got still some time before he actually commits, which even though that time's going to run out, he's going to go through an hour speech. But yeah, I just want to talk about the recent trend and talk to you. It seems like since that Justin Scott kind of like shocker where no one thought he was going to get Justin Scott and we actually got him, it's been all hell from there. It's been straight downhill. I was missed on Lightfoot, KVA. Things have really not going our direction, so the momentum is really negative. I want to ask, what do you think happened? Because it felt like when we landed Justin Scott, man, it felt like everybody was coming. It was like, oh, if they can pull this off, well, damn, it's all looking up from here.
So disrespectful. This is so disrespectful. How are you going to do this right now? Your little brother just committed. Your little brother, a 5-star quarterback, just committed.
He's from Ohio. We're not okay.
What do you think? We just landed a 5-star cornerback. Put some respect on Tim Walton's name. That was a fight till the end. Michigan made it made it a dog fight. Oregon was in there. The fact that they were able to secure it, I don't care if he's from Ohio. I don't care if he's from right down the road. It was a must get, and they got it done. So you have to give them their credit when they do perform. It has been a bit of a lull. We missed on KVA. We missed on Lightfoot. See what happens here today. But I don't know, man. If they land Bolden here, then I mean, I guess all's forgiven. If they miss, grab our tiki torches.
All right.
Storm the quad.
I'll ask the chat. Chat, how are you currently feeling about the close of the cycle? Because we're about to get into the season. Recruiting is about to, slow down a little bit because obviously we got games to play. And where do you feel like the momentum is? You feel like it is going decent? Like Ron said, we just landed Aaron Scott, or do you feel like with me, like we trending downhill and it's looking a little rough? So y'all let me know. And we got 80 people in here, so appreciate y'all joining us. I know it's Saturday night, so let's get this commitment over so we go out and drink. But hit that like button, share the video, subscribe. Obviously, we do Buckeye Roast.
What are we at? We are at 20 likes. We are 480 away from Q shaving his eyebrows on this live. So make sure y'all run that up. Throw your predictions in there. We have the poll going. Let's see where the poll's at. I'm gonna check our poll. We have 32% of people think he's going to Ohio State. 27 say Florida State, 31 Florida, and 9% for Alabama and Auburn, a combined choice. I would think that would be a popular vote with, you know what I mean? You're getting two schools there. Only 9% of the vote. I think he might surprise us because that Auburn shit worries me. They took Kai and Lee from us last year. They made that Jelani Thurman recruitment a battle, so I wouldn't sleep on them. 9% seems awfully low for what we're hearing these past couple days.
Yeah, let me hit the chat.
What are your thoughts, Q?
Like I said, I'll say it was going to Georgia when I got in here. My mind hasn't really changed. I mean, we felt good a little bit ago, but other than that, I'm like, I have to see it. Like I said, like what we say on Buckeye Roast, I was like, good luck. As soon as my brother KJ Bolden, I wish you all the luck in the world. Yeah, but let me check the chat, see what they're talking about. Get y'all up here. RK, what I hope we get Houston. Well, at this point, we got plenty of bread for Houston. He about to be living large in Columbus. Drive a new Lambo. He gonna be the only commit. Let me see. Let's see. All 9% is for Auburn. Bama has no chance. Yeah, I think Bama's out too. Let me see. And you'll say it sound like Florida State.
He said Bama's on there for the hat. That's it.
Yeah, they on there for the hat. Let me see. We got
what else to check out?
They need Jason Laurinaitis get in the coaching circle as an official so he can pull some Brian Hartline magic.
That's a perfect opportunity to bring up the chance to fire Parker Fleming. If we were able to get rid of Parker Fleming and get rid of our special teams coordinator, James Laurinaitis could be recruiting on the trail. So, I mean, if you guys want to drop a fire Parker Fleming in the chat, that would make my Saturday.
And that is your Fire Parker Fleming ad brought to you by Starbucks. Go in Starbucks and get a chai.
It's not brought to you by Starbucks. It's brought to you by James Laurinaitis' agent. He sends me an envelope of cash every week to fire him so we can get our boy out on the trail.
Oh, man. Let's see what else we got here. Hey, Bags. If Bolden chooses UGA, what does that mean for Peyton Woodyard? I don't know. That's a good question. I know we're still going after him. I don't know, bro. Georgia just stacks talent. They don't get somebody. And
really?
Somebody
are we?
Door. They be like, shoot, hey, we go join the club. So until I see different, they all probably going to Georgia.
That's Q's default position on any recruiting subject. I think he's going to Georgia.
You're all going to Georgia. Oh, here we go. Fleming landed Justin Scott, so he bought himself one more year.
Parker Fleming did not. He had nothing to do with that. He did land us. I'm sorry we had to see our boy go. He was cross-training our kicker with corner last year. Jake Seibert, he transferred out. I mean, you hate to see it. Could have been the first guy to win the Heisman playing corner and kicker. Imagine the points he'd been able to put up as a defender. They've been
I say, a lot
ridiculous.
of people saying Fleming landed Justin Scott, so maybe maybe we need to keep him around. Maybe send them after our best products. Oh, there you go, Ron. Here you go. Fire Parker Fleming. So there you go.
Let's go. RK knows what's up. Chris Drew, where are you? Do you want the link? I'm gonna send you the link. If you have internet, pull on up. Check your Twitter DMs.
Let's see.
Just saw you in the chat and just realized I never sent you the link.
What
I don't
time is
think I
KJ
sent it to
going
anyone,
live?
actually.
Well, it's supposed to be
Can't check his
7:30.
internet's out.
Countdown here, so I think we're actually on time. We're a little behind on the Instagram thing. We did it last time, but 7:30 supposedly. Oh, so you go. Berm said Fleming totally landed Scott. Fleming's our best recruiter. Is looking like to me. I might have to join the train of promote.
Berm is in here. Oh wow.
No. Berm's not in here.
He got a raise last year.
It's because he's landing 5-star
got a
talent.
raise.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we gotta start this out. Harbaugh getting stuffed in the locker by Boise State. That's crazy. Dang, bro, that blue turf
settles. Guy.
Gatlin Bear, fast everywhere except Cleveland. Cleveland looks a little slow. My guy Brody says
that's why he didn't come to Ohio State. Too many. That's why he didn't come to Ohio State. Too many Glenville niggas on the team. He didn't want to look slow.
Yeah. Hey, Brody, you gotta pick one, man. You can't be on the fence. We got 2 minutes. Put in your final answer. I'll put it up here. Let's see. And appreciate you, Matthew, my guy. Like the video, guys and girls. Yeah, like that video, y'all. We were chasing. I mean, it sounds crazy from just a I guess a couple months ago, but we chasing that 1K subscriber mark. We're actually almost there. It looks like we're gonna hit it pretty soon, but we need your help. Go ahead, like that video, share it. Obviously, we do.
If we hit it on the stream, Q will shave his eyebrows.
Yeah, okay.
I'm starting to notice a trend where you
expect to disappoint Buckeye BS will be tomorrow morning, so 10 a.m. Tap in. Can you mute that, sir? So I can talk to the people. Thank you. Anyway, Buckeye BS be 10 a.m. tomorrow. So
can I mute it? Yes, sir.
Rock. Thank you, sir. Buckeye BS will be 10 a.m.
But anywho.
Tomorrow. Make sure you tap in with us there. The Buckeye Roast. 8 a.m. I don't know how I'll be getting up that early, but bringing the energy. But 8 a.m. every morning during the week. Camp is in full swing. All that stuff. We got a lot coming. And that's not it. We got more coming for you. But you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you helping us. Appreciate you joining. And keep hitting those chats. I'll keep throwing them up here because we appreciate y'all. And thank you, Matthew, again.
You know,
Khalif, what's good?
We really rock with the people that we're getting up at 8 a.m. to do this show for Buckeye Nation Monday through Friday, because neither one of us are morning people. I wake up every morning before work at 8:45 and walk 9 feet to my desk and begin working. So waking up early to do this show has been quite the change.
Quite the change. Ron said that. He said, I need a nap at 9 a.m.
Bro, I wake up with 40 fucking text messages, and I'm like, what have y'all been doing all morning? Like, I'm literally just brushing my teeth.
Oh, my goodness. Now, y'all be in here. That gave me energy, bro. That first morning, I was like, why sign up for this? But y'all jumped in here, gave me energy. Obviously, this is your channel as much as it is ours, so we appreciate it. And give us feedback, too. Hey, if you want us to do something or you have some ideas, just throw it to us. We'll brainstorm it and find a way to get it to you. I'm seeing a lot of Georgias in here. Okay, Sue, I see you being different with the Florida State. Daniel,
if he doesn't,
go ahead, Ron.
So, which commitment would piss you off the least if it's not Ohio State? If it's not Ohio State, which one?
I wouldn't mind him going to Florida State. I wouldn't mind that. Daniel says go for. I'm with you, Daniel. I wouldn't mind Florida State to be or Auburn. You know, I mean, go to Auburn. I'll never see you play. So
Auburn would be annoying.
I mean, I guess because we lost crew last year, but we'll never see him again. So go to Auburn. I'm safe with that. Let's see. So if he picks UGA, 11 to pick Ohio State. Me too, man. Me too. Oh, here we go. Breaking news. Got fresh. The source said he's committed to Akron. Chris Drew, 330. He's coming home, baby. All right, Georgia's the final answer.
Is the stream behind?
I mean, it should be a little. I mean, I don't think so. We were pretty on time for the thing. People say we were
it's
behind.
live. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think we're
I'm like
pretty.
I'm in a fucking different time warp or
Yeah.
something.
I mean, we streaming, so we'll be like a little bit behind, but not like nothing. It don't seem like nothing crazy. Auburn would be funny. I'm with you. I got J-Nibs 15. Georgia would piss him off the least. So, Ron, let me ask you.
Wait, Jay Nips, tell us your team because I want to know why that would piss you off the least. Are you a Buckeye fan? Because it's big fuck Georgia right now. Because if you're a Buckeye fan, like I don't want any good things to happen for Georgia. Nothing.
But Georgia defense is how I want our defense to be. Just freak shows all over the field. Let me see. You do stream is delayed by like 2 minutes. Well, my fault, bro. Verizon's doing the best they can do. So we trying out here. But don't spoil it for us. Just don't spoil it. Let us, even though we kind of know, let's have it live. Yo, C-ball, chill. I'm not putting that up here, but you need to relax.
What'd he say?
You talking about Perry?
Oh, fuck.
Hey, Chris, breaking news. Mia Khalifa was the lead recruiter for Florida State. That might get a lot of people to commit. We got 4 seconds. Make sure I like the video. Let's see what's good.
Sheesh.
Welcome into the On3 studios here in Nashville, Tennessee. We are on the back end of a commitment doubleheader. If you guys were here for 4-star wide receiver Amari Jefferson committing to Alabama, welcome back. And if you're here to see KJ Bolden commit, welcome in. So as everybody gets in here, do me a favor right now, like this video.
You heard what he said. Like this video right now.
We're going to get to KJ Bolden here in about 4 or 5 minutes. I promise I'm not we got a really situation with KJ Bolden. We've done a lot of these here in the On3 studio, and most of the time when we come up for a commitment, I usually have a good idea of where he's going. Sometimes
hey, Chris, we got a question for you.
I don't have a clue where KJ Bolden's going. He hasn't even informed any of the college coaches. So if we got Kirby Smart in here, if Mike Norvell, Hugh Freeze, Nick Saban, if they're in here watching right now, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. So let's talk about why we are here.
So
5-star plus KJ Bolden, the #1 safety in America. You go 6 foot, 185 from Buford High School in Buford, Georgia. #1 ranked safety in the country.
Yes,
and
sir,
the
yes, sir, yes,
best
sir.
player overall, according to the On3 industry rankings. Let's check out these official visits that KJ went on.
He'll give us a lot of stuff. We already know.
Clemson, then he was at Georgia, Ohio, Alabama.
With the internet, man. They say you got dial up over there.
Auburn on
I'm
October
struggling,
6th.
man. I'm struggling over here. We got the stream going. We got the here. Let me close the chat studio. See if that helps us out here.
So tell me right now, because I know we got a lot of fan bases in the comment section represented. Let me know your final prediction. Will it be Alabama, Georgia?
See,
Auburn,
it wasn't
Florida
even
State,
my
or
internet.
Ohio
It
State?
was the fucking stream setting.
Earlier
It was
this
set at
week, I spoke
144.
with Director of Scouting and Rankings here at On3, Charles Power, to get his opinion on KJ Bolden as a high school prospect.
Oh, I guess
KJ
maybe
Bolden
you
has
did.
a complete skill set.
There we go. See, now you're running smooth.
What?
I
told you it wasn't an internet issue. I had the stream. When I made the stream full screen, it reduced the quality.
Hey, don't worry about that.
No, my internet's really bad. On Monday, show up to the Buckeye Roast and send us a super chat and get me new internet.
Closes quickly, has a lot of range.
It'll only take 200 donations of $100 a piece, and I should be able to speed this thing up. So show up on Monday, 8 a.m. with a super chat to buy me new internet.
In every facet. So there's a lot.
We get those likes, get those subs. Ron gonna have the best internet in the nation.
#1 safety in the.
Well, I have to After I get my hair plugs.
Yeah, KJ
I want to take this hat
yeah,
off.
He stars on offense. He stars on defense. He's a star on
I
the
see
track
Cam
as
in
well.
here. Is Bolden to take? I don't know if he'll
Checking
take
on
for
these
real.
national
We're gonna
recruiting
find out if he was
headlines.
actually
1
take if he
minute
commits
before
to
we get
Ohio
to
State.
KJ.
But if he doesn't,
Alabama
he's not
lands an
taking.
elite wide receiver. You guys saw it right here
I'm
on the
all on
On3
board
YouTube
with
page.
only
Amari
taking,
Jefferson
Ohio safeties. I'm a
committed
big
at
believer in
Bama
Malik
over
Hartford,
Georgia
Sonny Styles,
and
and
Tennessee.
I trust
Is
the
there
coaching
an
staff.
LSU
If Bolden's
double
not a
up at
take, he's not a
Duncanville?
take.
Could
You know what I mean?
LSU
Sometimes you
pull
have
through
to, you know what I
Duncanville
mean,
Stars on
have
August 10th?
difficult conversations
Four-star
with
running back
family and
Caden
let them
Durham
know, like,
and
hey, bro, we have a
five-star
standard
plus
here at
edge
Ohio
Colin
State.
Simmons
Yeah.
will
But I
announce
think,
their
me personally, I
decisions
think he's good enough to
together.
play here. But I mean, if he
And
doesn't
Durham's
commit here,
getting
it
some
clearly
picks for
wasn't a take.
LSU, but Colin Simmons, it looks like it's a
Yeah,
tight
see, I don't know. He
battle
might be
between
too fast
Texas
to play here. We're
and
gonna
the
find out
Tigers.
very soon if he's
Boise
too
lands
fast
a
to play.
top 50.
We gotta get that merch
recruit,
made,
Galen
man.
Bear,
Hey,
top 50 wide
run those
receiver
likes
announced
up.
moments
Too
ago.
fast to
Boise
play
State
here. That
over
might be the first.
Michigan.
Bro, I'm gonna put some
Boise
That
merch
might have to
together,
be
y'all.
the
I'll
first
be,
shirt.
I'll be designing
Committed
tees
for
for real,
cycle.
So I'm
Want
letting
more
y'all know
commitments
right
coming.
now.
What am I talking
I mean,
about?
let me
I
get in
need
the
right
lab
here
with my
on the
guy
On3
I
Chris
designed that
YouTube
T-shirt
channel.
that Q's
We
wearing
have
right
Nate
now.
Frazier
Oh
from
yeah,
Modern
this is
Day
this
High
is
School in
this
Santa
is
Ana,
opposite.
California, choosing between
That's a
Oregon,
Ron James
UGA, and
exclusive.
Alabama.
I went right because it
Texas
was right.
A&M as well. Sunday,
Ron right.
3 p.m. Eastern. Do not
Camera threw
miss
me
it.
off.
When
We're
that
gonna be
Hey.
here
when that
excited for
camera
one
mirror
as
had you
well.
in a blender.
Let's take a quick
Yeah, that's
look
really
right now at the
doing
top
well.
10 rankings for the 2024
Hey,
cycle.
hey, we're not going to go
Dogs
there
on
yet.
top,
He hasn't
followed
announced
by
yet.
Ohio
If
State,
he
Oregon,
lands his
Alabama,
cousin,
Florida
he's a
State,
great recruiter.
Tennessee, Clemson, Michigan,
If he lands
Penn
his cousin.
State, and LSU.
When's the
Hey, let's see
announcement?
if
I don't know.
any
They said
of
live at
this
7:30, so we're
changes
hoping.
by
Yeah,
you know how
Andre's
these-
despicable,
We're here today
milking
for
this.
a live commitment, five-star plus safety.
I can't
KJ
really
Bolden,
talk shit, Sue. We're
6
doing the
foot,
same thing.
185
Yeah,
from
we showed up a little
Buford,
early to
We
talk
were on
shit.
15 minutes
State
before
dog.
them. We're the ones milking it.
All right, let's go to
Yeah,
KJ
we-
Bolden right now.
Oh, here we
Uh-oh.
go.
Here we go.
KJ,
Oh, he already committed.
it is Florida State.
Wow, what
It
a
looks
what a
like
great
the Seminoles.
stream.
KJ, can you hear me?
Wait, what? What was
Wow.
that?
And I
Celebrating
thought
right
our
now with his
production was
family,
awful.
Mom and dad on either side of him.
Wow. Fire the
What?
producers. I don't who cares about the commitment. I want to talk to the staff. What the fuck just
KJ,
happened?
can you hear us?
What
Let's just
happened?
watch a little bit of this
What up,
celebration.
Terry?
Bro, he
KJ.
chose Florida State.
What-
That's crazy.
What was that?
Off camera.
There is just mayhem going on right now at Flowery Branch.
No, there's
Yeah,
mayhem
there's mayhem
going
because
on
people are
in
getting
Georgia.
fired
We are
right now in
live
the
for
production
commitment
studio.
of
Holy
five-star
F.
safety
How much
KJ
money do you
Bolden,
think
who
they
just
spent to send people
announced
down there to
to
record that and
Florida
they missed the
State.
shot?
What
Holy
was
shit.
Seminoles land the #1 safety in America.
Yo, he's still not on camera.
This is live TV, folks. KJ.
Bro, he can't hear you.
This
Y'all
is
don't even
like
got no
the
sound.
Fairly Odd Parents.
What was that? Dang, so Florida State really rolled out the Brinks truck. I heard it was upward of $7 million.
I'm celebrating
That's
the
good.
Florida State Seminoles. This is a real shocker.
Wow, I
Georgia was
mean-
probably the favorite headed into this one.
What you're
Then you had
saying? We
Auburn,
stopped
you had
recruiting in
Florida State.
June.
Let's go
I
to
know we
Chad
got Justin
Simmons,
Scott.
Director
We
of
got
recruiting for
Aaron Scott,
On3.
Justin Scott, Aaron
Chad.
Scott, but another locker situation for Ohio State. Like, I just want to get your thoughts on
Chad there?
another miss. And like,
I'm
what
here.
does this mean for
Chad,
Perry Eliano?
what
You
do
can't
think
land.
of Florida
your
State landing
cousin?
KJ Bolden
How?
over Georgia,
Like, if you can't
Auburn,
land,
Ohio State,
if the
and
standard
Alabama.
is, what do we say?
Yeah,
the
this has been
standard
one
is
of
the
the
best.
wildest, probably
All right, get these
craziest
guys the fuck
weeks
out of
of
here. We
my
don't need to
time
hear
in
any
this
more
sport.
from them.
Do you? No, sorry. You can turn it
Great
down a little.
production value. Here we go. No, fuck them. They're out of here. So, what does it say? We say the standard at Ohio State is at every position you need to be in the conversation for best in the country. If you can't land your cousin, like, what is the pitch to the 5-star that you do land? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay,
Yeah.
your blood didn't come play for you. What is the pitch? Like, how do you overcome that type of negative recruiting?
Well, I don't know. I mean, one, Ohio State is a little bit still dealing, especially at some of these marquee positions that we can't land. It's still dealing with the ghost from the past, a little bit of not great safety play, really since Jordan Fuller going down the line. So, I mean, Perry Eliano, I thought was the best in the country at the cornerback position, but he's recruiting safeties. He dealt with the Ronnie Hickman, who just committed to go to the NFL draft. So let's shout out Ronnie Hickman.
Breaking news.
He's breaking news. He's declaring for the draft. today, right now. So yeah. So obviously, man, we're struggling at marquee positions, and until we have a CJ Hicks or a Sonny Styles who goes out there and beats an absolute freak show, who we're hiding behind on the bench and not even letting people see. I mean, how the hell do we expect guys to come here? And yeah, KJ Bolden was a special case because Perry Eliano is his cousin. But if Perry Eliano was not KJ Bolden's cousin, we would have had no expectation of him even ever stepping foot on Ohio State. And obviously, Georgia got put in the locker by Florida State, so they even one up them. So it makes me feel a little less bad. But like people are saying, Jim Knowles talks about the safety-driven defense. To have a safety-driven defense, if you're even going to miss on linebacker and just develop some guys, safety is going to be the position that you really have to get. And I think we've gotten some dudes in the last 2 cycles, but it's Ohio State. Not only do we have to go after marquee guys, we have to get some. Like, I wouldn't feel bad about KJ Bolden if we had gotten to Caleb Downs last cycle or one of the top safeties we had. So, but missing 2 times in a row, it's like, well, when are we actually going to be able to get a top safety to get in this defense if this is what's driving the defense? So obviously the clock is ticking, not only for Jim Knowles, but Perry Eliano now because it's cycle 2. So and Brody might be right, probably more than 2. I'm just throwing out there for the last 2 classes. But Perry Eliano, needs to get these safeties playing at a high round NFL level, and B, needs to get a guy in the door that Ohio State puts at the top of their board. You got to do both. I mean, you can't, like I said, every other class is fine. You can't miss every class. So that's my thoughts on it. But I thought it was going to be tough from the get-go. And obviously, things ain't going well on the defensive side of recruiting ever since, they threw the bag to Justin Scott, I guess. So, and Aaron Scott. Let me throw Aaron Scott in there because he's from Ohio, but he's a kid. Your thoughts,
Yeah.
man?
No, I mean, I couldn't have said it better. You pretty much hit the nail on the head there and covered everything with that. I just want to shout out the safeties that actually decided to come to Ohio State: Cedric Hawkins, Malik Hartford, Jaden Bonsu. Like, shout out to them guys for wanting to be here. I wish that our coaches could convince other kids that they want to be here too. And like you said, Jim Knowles is allegedly a safety-driven defense, and we can't sign a fucking safety. So, I mean, something has to change. I don't know if it's the coaching. I don't know if it's the approach. Like, I don't want to go so far down the rabbit hole because, like, again, in the instant shock of the reaction of, like, missing your cousin, you know me. I'm quick to fire someone when I get in front of a microphone emotional. So I'm going to, calm down and not be I don't want to overreact in the moment, but like in the moment, this is frustrating, and you have to demand better, especially when your defense is allegedly a safety-driven defense. So you have to step it up. And I don't know Zaquan Patterson. Like, I hope they're on the phone with him right now. Like, we need safeties in this class. Do we have one son, McLean? One?
Yeah, McLean's in. I have not heard much about Zaquan Patterson since the Bolden kind of momentum jumped up a little bit. I hadn't heard much about him at all. So right now, would I be like, oh, he's a guy we have to get? It feels like
I think anyone's a guy that we have to get. I mean, we need bodies in the room at this point, because whether we take whether there's a 5-star available or not, we're getting a 3-star someone, because there has to be at least 1 to 2 bodies in the room, whether it's a 3-star or they go after a flipping 5-star or a different 4-star prospect that we've, had contact with earlier. But like, something has to happen.
But it doesn't. When we go after guys, it doesn't necessarily ever feel that way. It doesn't feel like we're going after a guy like Zaquan Patterson, and then the momentum shifted to KJ Bolden. It was like, oh, shoot, we're all in on KJ Bolden. We might get him and don't get him, and then we spin back. It just never feels that way when we lose out on guys or like start to trend another way. It never feels like we spin back and go get that guy that we were after before. That's why I say that. It's like, yeah, it'd be nice to get Zaquan Patterson, but I haven't heard Zaquan Patterson news in of 2 months now, so a month or 2 at least. So it doesn't feel like that's a way we're gonna go. But I mean, there's still some big fish out there, and people talk about Fry. Yeah, Fry hasn't really landed a big time tackle yet, but he's building a solid class. So I still have faith in him. But on the defensive end, we got to get Houston. Have to, especially after the debacle with defensive ends last year. We got to get some marquee guys in those, and hopefully pull another corner and get a Patterson or another safety in this class, or go flip somebody else. Everybody flipped Ohio State products. Go after somebody else's commits. Like, who cares?
When people really come, people always have their hands in the cookie jar in Columbus, but it seems like it's not something that we do that often. So, I mean, hopefully we could go out there and find someone, because Again, we need people in that room. Are there any other questions in the chat before we get out of here? We are going to be back live again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for Buckeye BS. We are so close to that 1,000 subscriber mark. It would mean so much to us if we hit that number. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Q, tell the people where they can find you.
Yeah, man. Well, if you can find me, be crying in my room after this commitment didn't go. No, just kidding. But yeah, man. So City Boy Quitting on Twitter. I'm on IG at Flynet Johnson, so tap in with me there. Also here on YouTube, I do movies, minor league films. I just put out some reviews. Talked Meg 2. I Talk to Me. It's actually a really good horror movie. So if you like horror flicks, go check that out. And yeah, that's pretty much everywhere you can find me. What about you, Ron?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at 2_TEES. That's 2 T's. On Twitch at 2 T's. On TikTok at 2Shiesty. You can find us on YouTube every Sunday for Buckeye BS with our guys Mike and Cam. And then you can find me and Hugh Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. talking all thing Buckeyes on the Buckeye Roast. We really appreciate you guys pulling up. We wish it was more of a celebratory stream, but can't win them all or that often in July, it seems, when you're a Buckeye.
Yeah, well, let me get Andrew up here because he asked a question right before we get out. Why can't our staff finish recruiting class as strong as they start? I don't know, but hey, guys really feel good about Ohio State until it's time to sign. That's all I'm gonna say. So something's got to change. Maybe I'll write that one down for tomorrow, and we get all 4 of us in here. We'll dive into that, talk a little recruiting.
Appreciate you guys pulling up, and thank you. Make sure you hit that subscribe. We appreciate you guys.
Peace.